So I'll probably start with the introduction, and then I think Dr. Narayan can join in the middle, and then we can start from there.
You can begin.
Oh, you're here? Okay. Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. This type of gentle yoga can be done sitting on a chair or on the floor. You have to keep your spine straight. So if you need to, take a support for your back. Palliative yoga can have therapeutic effects, but it is primarily preventative medicine. It is used as a stress reduction. For that, it is done either physically or with breathing, mantras, and other meditative practices. It is designed to increase the communication, energy of communication in body's system. It stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. You feel better and minor issues can get resolved. Yoga brings good health of mind and body, inner awareness, and a sense of cosmic connection. Regular discipline practice is key. If you miss a day, use the video recording. Yoga is not a physical exercise and it is not a religious practice either. This type of gentle yoga should be done gently, smoothly, and without jerks. The slower you do it, the better it is. Visualize the part of the body that is being exercised for maximum benefits. Follow instructions to avoid adverse reactions. There should be no strain and should be done within individual capacity. Make sure the breathing is slow and smooth. If anything causes pain or discomfort, stop immediately. Avoid the practice or seek clarification. If you have any questions regarding personal problem, this is not the forum to ask. Please send an email to the email address provided in the reminder email. Remember, liability is entirely yours. Thank you.
We'll begin with 3 ohms as usual. Take a deep breath in. I heard from one of our participants that when we have too many people, coming in between, leading different sessions, there is a loss of focus. How many people felt that way? Okay. So this is about the same as what I had feedback from the other group also. So what we will do is, we do have a long-term interest in making sure that other people are trained and we have a backup. So instead of having 3 people who are in addition to me, so 4 people, working with you daily, what we will do is I will only have 1 other person help me out each day. So that way we don't have so many differences. And to the extent possible, I will minimize it as much as possible. Okay. So let's begin with the chakra vibrations. And we focus here at the perineum. The perineum, are there any new people today? Maybe. Okay. So the perineum is the point in between the genital and the anus. And this is the point when you're sitting down, it does not touch the floor or the seat that you're sitting on. And focusing there, we do the mantra Lam. And when we do that, we keep the mudra little finger pressed against the thumb. So let's take a deep breath in. Lam. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Lam. One more time. Lam. Last time, one more time. Lam. Bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum, and this is behind where we urinate, and focusing there and gently squeezing from front to back, we do the mantra Vam. And when we do the mantra Vam, we have the ring finger pressing against the thumb. So take a deep breath in. Vam. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Vam. 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 You have to say this audibly. Vam. Vam. That is good. Now we bring our awareness behind the navel, and here we do the sound Ram, pulling the navel slightly inward as you say it, and we keep the mudra, the middle finger touching against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Ram. One last time. Ram. Now we bring our awareness in between the breaths in the middle of the body. And there we do the sound yum. Here we bring the index finger pressing against the thumb. Take a deep breath in and go yum. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Yum. Yum. Now we come to the throat, and here we do the sound hum. And here we have the thumbs up mudra. So let's take a deep breath in and go hum. Hum. Release the mudra and continue. Hum. Now we bring our awareness to the middle of the head. We do chum. Take a deep breath in, and again the thumbs up mudra. Chum. 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 Release the mudra and one more time. Chum. Top of the head, we do Om. And again, thumbs up mudra. Om. Om. Now we are ready for our happy face breathing, the Ujjayi Pranayama. Those of you who can sense the group as a whole, so, Manuja and Geeta, so just think of the whole group as within you and experience what is happening throughout. That is where you will understand the true nature of yoga. So let's begin the happy face breathing, Ujjayi Pranayama. Bring your awareness through the throat, but first close your eyes and bring your awareness to the throat. If you know how to do it, continue. And for those of you who need further instruction, keeping the awareness at the throat, make a big smile and observe the changes you feel in the throat. The little stretch you feel there, focusing there, inhale and exhale slowly and feel like the air is rubbing over there as it inhales and exhales. And it may feel like a restricted breathing, and I will demonstrate for you how we do it and how slow the breath should be for those of you who want it. Inhale. Continue. Some of you have your chin a little high. If you bring it down a little bit, it'll help you to have a bigger impact. Okay. Now we can go on to the mantra Haim Em So feel there is a line from the middle of the chest, the sternum area going up through the top of the head. And feel the vibration is going along the line through the top of the head and going out of the body. Haim Imam, Haim Imam, Haim Imam, it's flowing. Now, Surinderji, you can focus on the lungs and do the mantra. Yes, Haim, yes. Okay, now we can go on to our spinal alignment exercise. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring one ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back up, and continue. Okay. Now when you inhale and come back, we will turn the head as if we are looking over a shoulder as you exhale. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Okay, now as you inhale, take the head back and exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Now as you bring your chin towards the chest, with the next inhalation, we do a 360-degree turn. Half a circle inhale, the other half exhale, and continue. Now, when you complete the turn, now let's go in the opposite direction. Okay. Now we go to our shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it and bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder, and exhale, rotate it and bring it down. Okay. Now we do the hand exercises. Inhale, lift up the palm, making the palm perpendicular to the forearm. Exhale, thumb in and downward facing fist. Of course, you want the hand fully stretched out. So let's go. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's turn around. Inhale and exhale. We turn around the wrist, one rotation per breath. Inhale half a circle and exhale the other half. We do it with awareness of the breath as well as the sensations you feel. Now let's go in the opposite direction. Okay. Now let's go on to the next exercise. Elbows in line with the shoulders, and we rotate around the wrist again, but with the open palms and moving all the fingers. Inhale and exhale. Let's go opposite way. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now we interlock our hands and bring it behind the head. Keep the elbows in one straight line so that they don't come forward, straight out. And keep the head up, don't let it come down. As you exhale, turn to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way, inhale, come back. When you're sitting on a chair with wheels, with casters, you're moving it is a little more difficult. Okay. Now, get your hands behind and hold the elbows or wherever you can hold. And as you exhale, turn to one side and inhale, come back. Exhale, turn the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Okay, that is good. Now we will do both the shoulders together. Inhale, lift up the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Okay, that is good. Now, if you raise your hand up, as you exhale, cross one hand over the opposite shoulder, take the other hand behind and turn. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Continue. Okay. So now we can bring one leg over the opposite knee and then get hold of the knee on the top with your interlocked hands. And as you pull on the knee, you're not only lifting it up, but turning it in the opposite direction so that the butt lifts up and you turn your head to the same side as the knee you're holding. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Observe the cross stretch you get in your back in addition to what you get in the lowermost part of the spine. Now let's go to the other leg. Pull and turn. Inhale, release, exhale, pull and turn. Now we can go on to the cycling exercise of the leg. Inhale, lift up the leg. Exhale, stretch it out and bring it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go to the other leg. 1. Inhale, lift, exhale, stepper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Now we can go to 2-3 rounds of Bhastrika Pranayama. Now, today, Geeta, would you like to lead the Bhastrika Pranayama?
Sure, Doctor.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's do the Bhastrika Pranayam. This can be done in 2 ways. For the first way, you can keep the hand in the stomach, say so, and when you inhale, you feel your stomach expands and your shoulders and chest come out. And when you exhale, you can feel your stomach contracts inward and your chest and shoulder relaxes. The other way is to have your hands next to your shoulders, and when you exhale, you can stretch out.
When you inhale, you
Yes.
stretch out.
When you inhale, you stretch out and you can feel your stomach, shoulders, and chest expands. When you exhale, your stomach contracts, your chest and shoulder relaxes. So this, we are going to do it 20 times, whichever way is comfortable. Please follow along with me. The exhalation will be a little longer than the inhalation. Let's start.
1,
In 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, inhale, exhale. 4, inhale, exhale. 5, inhale, exhale. 6, inhale, exhale. 7, inhale, exhale. 8, inhale, exhale. 9, inhale, exhale. 10, inhale, exhale. 11, inhale, exhale. 12, inhale, exhale. 13, inhale, exhale. 14, inhale, exhale. 15, inhale, exhale. 16, inhale, exhale. 17, inhale, exhale. 18, inhale, exhale. 19, inhale, exhale. 20, inhale, exhale. Let's observe with your eyes closed on top of the head to let any sensations come down. If you prefer, you can keep your palms one facing on top of each other with your thumbs together. Let the sensation come down naturally.
Can you feel the sensation subside? Yeah, once it goes below the neck, you can go to the second round safely. But usually people feel good till it fully subsides everywhere.
Should we do it one more time, doctor?
Yes, yes, let's go.
Let's do it again. When you exhale, please close your palms first, and then you can release your shoulder and chest. Let's go. 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, inhale, exhale. 4, inhale, exhale. 5, inhale, exhale. 7, inhale, exhale. 8, inhale, exhale. 9, inhale, exhale. 10, inhale, exhale. 11, inhale, exhale. 12, inhale, exhale. 13, inhale, exhale. 14, inhale, exhale. 15, inhale, exhale. 16, inhale, exhale. 17, inhale, exhale. 18, inhale, exhale. 19, inhale, exhale. 20, inhale, exhale. Once again, please observe a sensation in your head. Let it calm down naturally.
When the sensations subside, mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. Keep both hands facing upward, one over the other, and touch the thumb. And if you have a personal mantra, you can use the personal mantra. Otherwise, just watch your breath and listen to the Om in the background. Mentally tell yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. With that as the thought, lift up your hands and bring it in 6 inches in front of your eyes and look straight into the palm of your hands. So it's 6:31 West Coast time. And so if there are any questions, any new people who want to introduce themselves, we can begin with that. Then there were some interesting questions raised today in the other session. And so I can share with you some of those thoughts if you would like. Okay, any questions? Anybody? Yes, go ahead. Yes, go ahead, Bharat. Lakhanpal, Mrs. Lakhanpal, go ahead. You need to
How do I
unmute yourself.
unmute? Okay. When we say the mantra, the Haim, Im, mantra, what is the breathing at that time?
You are not even worried about the breathing. Right now, are you thinking of your breath? No,
No.
just like that.
Okay.
Haim,
Thank you.
Im, not
Yes.
Am.
Haim, Im, Thank you.
You're welcome. So any other questions?
Narayan, I have a question.
Yes.
Generally, you say that when we do any pranayam, especially in a group like this, after inhalation, we don't stop. We go directly to the exhalation.
Yes.
But in case of Ujjayi pranayam, you stop for a fraction of a second before you exhale. Why?
Actually, we don't really stop. It is only the natural pause of a small of a slow inhalation, exhalation, slow breath.
Okay.
So we are not really stopping.
Okay.
Actually, in the Kriya Yoga system, they have evaluated that if you do the one inhalation and exhalation will take 22 seconds when you do it with just the precise slow speed. If you go the inhalation will be probably like 8 to 9 seconds, and the exhalation will probably be around 12 seconds, 11, 12 seconds, and 1 second of pause, just a transition kind of thing. Anyway, so coming back now, since you don't have any questions, I will share with you. Yes, go ahead, Surinderji.
Is it normal that the throat gets dry during this pranayam? Because when I breathe, my throat gets very dry. Is it usual, normal, or abnormal?
Yes, because if there is air passing through, I am talking so much, my throat goes dry too. Because the air is moving along over there. So it is normal to feel dry. So don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Rajan, this is
Yes.
Shweta. I don't have a question, but I would like to share something. So since morning, I was having a bad headache, and I just finished my work at 5, and I was thinking, okay, I have to take tablet today, but after yoga, I will take it. But now it's gone. Like 5:30, it was bad headache. I still started yoga, but now it's suddenly gone. What happened? I just didn't get it.
No, what happened is you had relaxation. See, what happens is this palliative yoga that we do is meant for stress reduction. Okay? So when we do the chakra vibration, it removes the stress between the causal body and the subtle body. When we do the spinal alignment and the breathing practices, we remove the stress from the between the subtle body and the gross body. Okay. So we have designed this only for stress reduction. Now, but if for a person who is young like you need to make sure you do other exercises to keep yourself fit in the COVID season when most people are sitting at home. So if you are used to running or jogging or, swimming or whatever, you should do all of those exercises. Because just this exercise alone may not be sufficient for many of you. And even if you do those exercises 3-4 times a week, that is fine. But stress reduction, you need every day. So, for those of you who are younger folks, I will recommend maybe 3 times a week or 4 times a week, go for running a couple of miles or so, or, do some form of more exercise than just what we do here.
Chandrasekhar Kannan wants to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Chandrasekhar, please unmute.
Yeah, namaste, doctor. Doctor,
Namaste.
like when we do the Bhastrika Pranayam, I don't have any sensation once we complete it. So is that normal or?
Yes, that is because you're in very good shape. There is very little things wrong with you. People who get the sensation, there is something wrong with them.
Okay, doctor. Thank you.
Okay. When we say
Yeah.
something wrong, not in a bad sense. It just means that there is some kind of an imbalance in the system, the energetics of the system. It can be mind related, it can be body related. Something is off balance, and the Bhastrika Pranayam takes care of it for that.
Okay, doctor. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So if there are no questions, I will share with you about the discussion earlier today in the other session. Any other questions? Okay, then in that case, I'll share with you what happened in the other section. See, the question that was raised was, oh, by the way, is Uma over here? Uma asked all those questions that were asked over there. So you got your answers, right? So why don't you, unmute yourself and speak about the questions you have are relevant for everyone. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
So what were the questions you asked?
Well, one of the questions that I asked was the purpose of life. So every day we end saying that, let me be guided to complete the purpose for which I was born. My question was, do we all know what the purpose of our life is? If not, how do we go about finding what that purpose is? And how can we guide others to find the purpose of their lives? Do you want to answer that here, Dr. Narayanan?
Why don't you also give the answer?
Well, you said that the universe, the cosmic energy, the universe will ensure that we do find out what is the purpose of our life. So things happen that guides us to the purpose of our life. Sometimes we may not do what is the purpose of our life because for example, my understanding is, for example, if I want my daughter to take a certain career, pursue a certain focus, her purpose of life might be different, but I might be saying that is good for her and that is better for her based on my own experiences. And I might do that for myself. But if we were to just let it go and let things happen, then the purpose of life naturally takes its course. Am I right, Dr. Narayanan?
That is right. Actually, today's discussion in the other group all emanated because we are doing the Yoga Sutras over there. So in the Yoga Sutras, the 3rd chapter is about the higher experiences of yoga. The higher experience of yoga goes into the zone where you're able to know things beyond the body. And so this happens in the meditative process, and that process is called samyama. So that process of samyama is you have the question in your mind, then you let go. The mind clears, and then the connection takes place and the answer comes, right? So Geeta, you have experience of that, right?
Actually, I have experienced it when I am, in state of confusion, or if I don't think about it too much, after some time, I always get the answer.
Exactly. So the thing is, you see, that is the process of samyama. What was the key thing that Geeta said? He doesn't think about it too much. You see, what happens is you need to lay the point of focus and then let it go. The answer will come. That is the nature of dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Dharana is the point of focus, dhyana is letting it go, and samadhi is where the connection happens, the answer comes. Right? So the thing is, you see, when this question arose about, when we said about all these wonderful things that can happen. By the way, when we go to chapter 3, you will find Patanjali Muni is telling people how they experience the ability to become invisible. Okay? So how you can have your own cloaking technology. Okay? And, how you can have, you can know all the languages and all the sounds of the world. He talks about how you can know about previous life, next life, and all of those things. So he's talking of, he'll talk about wondrous things, how you can become light and fly through the air. Okay, so what happens is when he talks about all of this, Patanjali Muni in the same chapter in the end says, whatever siddhis come for you are only for you, for the purpose for you to do your dharma, your swadharma. So only to fulfill the purpose of what you are born for, those come to you. So everything won't come to everyone. So it is only for you to fulfill your purpose. And he makes it very clear. Just because you have attained that ability, if you think you're a great person, that's the greatest misfortune. You will never realize the highest. Okay? So many of you can relate to this from so many stories from the Indian system. You know, people talk about how Vishwamitra, having gained all of these abilities, this king, that is who came to be known as Trishanku, right? Trishanku wanted to go into the heaven in his full body. And it's against the laws of nature. So what happened? He said, no, that's the way I want it. So Vishwamitra, for him, it was a competition between him and Vasishtha Muni. So because Vasishtha Muni said he cannot do it, Vishwamitra said, I will show I can do it, right? So he tried to send him. And then, of course, he got hung in the mid-space. And that is what is called Trishanku Loka, right? So the thing is basically, and then after he did that, he lost all his abilities. And then he had to go back and do more of yoga sadhana before he could come back and regain his abilities, right? So what happens is, just because you have the ability, they are not meant to be used except for the cosmic dharmic purpose. So anyway, so the point was that whatever is your purpose in life, it unfolds naturally. Whatever you're meant to do, they all come knocking on your door. They all come to you. All you have to do is do justice to it. And on the other hand, if you bring your mind in the way and say, no, I don't want this, I want something else, then in which case, if you become so stubborn, you'll always be and bang your head against those doors that don't open. And it is two possibilities. The timing is not right, or it was not meant to happen. It was never meant to happen means the door will never open. But then if it was a question of timing, it will open after a long period of time. Even if you had not wasted your time, it would happen later. There is one exception, of course, is, you see, all of us being cosmic beings, if we learn to connect and communicate beyond, we can put our own seed thought in space into the cosmos. You can make a request to the cosmos. And if you make a request to the cosmos, in all the roles that are available in the cosmos, if somebody else doesn't do their job and a vacancy becomes available and that's what you want, you may get it. Right? So we have been given, think of a large company, right? That's how the cosmos operates. 7 billion employees.
What might be that role?
What might be that role?
Other than what you are right now, what
That
other
is it.
role?
That is it. There is no more. What
Then-
you are at any given time is your role.
So then what is the purpose of putting that seed and gaining a different role?
Oh, that is because your mind looks at something and says, I prefer that to this. So you put the seed over there. I want that, I want that. If you hanker, it was too much. So because you're hankering, at some point in time, it may happen. But for most people, it won't. In a rare case, it may. Any of you heard of the Silva meditation technique? Okay, so that's fine. Actually, there is a, Snigdha has heard of Silva meditation technique?
No, I had a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So what you're saying about putting a seed in the cosmos and it, it may come true. So is this in line with what we always say, even in our culture and even Western culture, think positive thoughts. If you think positive, positive things may happen. If you think negative, the negative things may happen. So is that in line with what you're saying, putting thoughts in the cosmos?
That is exactly what I'm saying, but I'm not recommending it. Okay? The reason I'm not recommending it is, what happens is, when you do that, you're doing it out of a state of thinking something is good and something else is bad. Whereas on the other hand, when you have satisfaction with who you are, and you let the cosmos guide without having to think, I want this and I want that, that is what is the safer and better path, where you have less reactivity. Why does somebody want something they don't have? It is a reactivity. Reactivities always create karmas. You see, there is the Silva meditation technique, which was actually designed by a person from Texas called Silva, some 60 years ago or so, 60 or 80 or 70 years ago. He would do exactly that. He would teach people just how to use the mind to get into the meditative state, and then putting all these positive thoughts in there, okay? Whatever you want. And yes, Uma.
Sorry to interrupt, Dr. Narayanan. Quick question. So do desires and thoughts create karma, or is it just words and actions?
Any reactivity creates karma. Words and actions may not create karma, but it could if you react to it. Like, for example, Arjuna went and killed so many people. Did he get karma out of it? No. Because Krishna told him it's his duty. Don't worry, you're not killing really people. They are dead any case. Because that's what the cosmos wants. So if you don't react, the action and words don't matter unless you react to it.
But
And by the same way, thoughts are in the same category.
so wanting something or desiring something would create karma.
Absolutely.
Mm.
So that's why we don't recommend that. Actually, there is another person who does something like that. There is another person who goes around, and this man teaches various things about healing and all of that. And he tells people, you can make whatever you want. And then he will give for everyone a red book which they can buy for $15 from him. And in that book, in the cover, they will have a golden embossing of a chakra, a Sri Chakra or something. And then he tells people every night, every day, just write down whatever you would like. And the way he says is, think of the biggest mansion you can think of, the best car you can buy and all of that. Put it all over there. And every day at night before you go to sleep, read it, and then go to sleep. And he says it will happen. And by the way, night is the best place to happen, because night is where you have cosmic connectivity when you have deep sleep. It's equivalent to meditation. And so what he says is, I agree with it. But the thing is, I don't think it is appropriate. Okay, because what happens is, by putting thoughts over there, if they don't fruition, they become karmas. Yes, Shobhit.
So Narayanji, even coming to this yoga, right? That's not natural for me. I have to kind of force myself to do this. So it's creating karma. So
well, If it is creating unhappiness in the home where your son and wife are saying you're not giving me enough, but you're, getting over there, okay?
Okay.
And so the part is, the key is, you see, if you didn't do this level of what I call relaxation or stress reduction on a daily basis, you're not going to be an effective husband or a good father as you would like to be. So this is your 1 hour of chill out time so that you can be more productive in your interaction with them, right?
Yes.
And so this is a place of no agenda.
But in other words, even if it's creating karma, there is something to be said about good karma.
No.
No? Okay.
No, the thing is, you see, you can only come in here when the cosmos opens the gate for you.
Okay.
So if you have made the effort to come over here, and you see, in yoga, the concept is light effort. What is the light effort? That I want to do this. So the thing is, you see, if you were not meant to do this, as much as you try, you wouldn't be able to come. Okay, so Shubhika may take a very strong action if she didn't want you to come.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, if there are no other questions, we can end a little early. And tomorrow is our long session because tomorrow is our weekend session, Friday, right? And so going forth over here, if there is anybody whom I request to take a section of what we are doing, we will only have one person per day. Because as I heard from someone, when we have people, the focus, we get defocused over there. So because of that, I will try to do most of it myself. Okay. But I do want 1 or 2 people to be to come in, because I do want a backup for me when I'm not there. I have no plans not to be there, but you never know how plans change, right? So some of you like Manuja and Geeta and maybe some of the others, you can be the backup if I'm not there, right? So with that as the thought, we will take leave today. Namaste, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Namaste.